Yes, sir.
Okay.
We coming live. We coming in with big noise, boy. I forgot I even had that joint. That's a drop of bond on Flex. What's poppin', man? It's your boy Rare from the Word of Clarity podcast. Back at it again for another podcast for my boy Kenny Klarity. What's poppin', my G?
What's good? What's good? It's been a minute, bro. I'm glad we back in this mug, bro.
Yeah, man. Glad we back in this mug. You know, it's a special edition. We got the Laker game on right now. My boys is down 9. AD just got a layup. Let's get it, my G.
Off that pick and roll action, man. And
yeah, man.
you put that joint in the corner.
Yeah, bro. I need my Lakers to close them out tonight, man. I was at the shop getting a cut earlier. My barber brought up something that was pretty alarming that I really wasn't tripping off of. And he was like, bro, he do not want to see, or the Lakers don't want to see Game 6 Clay, because he's due. Like, he's due. This boy been on the struggle bus. That boy right there behind Brian is the main nigga. He chauffeuring the struggle bus, Jordan Poole.
Yo, they giving Jordan Poole the blues, bro. Hey,
bro,
that boy the blues.
Jordan Poole is swimming in pools. That boy is almost dead weight. I mean, I'm trying to tell you, bro. Like, I feel like Jordan Poole probably on his way out, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like he on his way out because ever since he's got his bag, that dude has not been the same, especially in these playoffs, bro. This dude literally in this series right now is scoring 8 points a game, bro. For the season, he was averaging 20 points per game. You drop down to 8 when the playoffs come around, bro? That's crazy.
Yeah.
What we doing?
That's not going to cut it. That's not going to cut it, bro. And he know that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, Jordan knows that he's not even playing even anywhere close to earning the money. So, like, he got to get it together. But honestly, bro, I'm not going to lie to you. This team gets blown up if they don't get out of this round.
Golden State.
They get blown up. Yeah, Golden State 100%. Gets blown up completely.
100%. Hey, I seen something interesting. I don't know how you feel about this, dog. Let me actually get the graphic right quick. I thought it was pretty hysterical. I know you want to have a solo later in the show for your Celtics, but before we get to that joint, check this mug out. It's a few things going on with them, bro. Cause I don't like this. We already been talking about trade options, but I seen something earlier. They was talking about getting rid of Jordan Poole and Andrew Wiggins for Jaylen Brown and Malcolm Brogdon. I'm like, oh no, that ain't enough return on what I'm giving up if I'm the C's. If you go to State, you loving that though.
Hey, give me Steph too, bro. If that's what y'all gonna do. That's crazy.
You gonna have to throw the kitchen at Golden State to get up Steph, man. I don't see him. He's the person that I don't see getting out of there because you can still build around him for at least a 3-year window.
Yeah, but the issue is like JB is so much better than that package that I'm like,
right.
I'm cool.
That package that they was trying to give up, Andrew Wiggins and Jordan Poole, Jaylen Brown, he would go over to Golden State and average probably remotely the same, have a bigger role because Steph very much loves to share the load, and then Clay, he would fall back to the third option. So JB would still be the number 2 option for the immediate years of him being there, like the first season. You can see what's the name and maybe decline. I don't know if JB would be a number 1 that you actually build all the way around, but he would be great to pair around those champion experienced players already. But Jordan Poole and Andrew Wiggins, that'd be a drop off. For
listen,
I would say.
the way Jordan Poole playing, bro. Jordan Poole might end up on the same roster as Dylan Brooks if he keep playing, bro.
What's that? The Tijuana Tigers.
Hey, the Shanghai Sharks, bro. The Shanghai Sharks.
Hey,
Dog.
bro,
Stop playing.
Shanghai Sharks and the Tijuana Tigers. Dylan Brooks is out of here, dog. That boy done shot himself in the foot so much, dog, doing that playoff run. Man, that boy, man, he was bugging.
He was bugging, bro. I see this meme of Uncle Phil and talking to Will Smith and the Fresh Prince.
Yeah.
And the caption was Dylan Brooks going up to John Morant saying, "We got him next year." And Uncle Phil goes, "We?" he starts laughing. Dog, it is one of the best videos I've ever seen in my life.
Hey, bro, it's been so many memes around that boy, dog. After they lost, it was this animation they keep on making of players. And, you know, he dressed up looking like Steve Austin one time. So they had Brian Carey and Dylan Brooks over his shoulder. And they threw that boy in the car, broke the glass and said game over because they just lost the game. I'm like, bro, these dudes. Bro,
Dog.
Can we have a moment of applause? Lonnie effing Walker. Woo! Lonnie said, hey, I'm out of the rotation. It was like, what, game 2 or 3 that Darvingham put him in when the game was pretty much out of our reach. But Lonnie went out there, played his ass off, and earned some time the next following games. In game, 4? He goes ballistic, 15 in the fourth quarter. Without him, we don't win that game, bro. I mean, he was playing with no conscience, bro. And I was loving it because AD and Brian, bro, for some odd reason, they were either gassed or just didn't want to have the ball because when he had it, they were not demanding it. They was looking at him like, yo, bro, you got it. We rallying after wherever you could take us. We go as far as Lonnie take us tonight. You know what I'm saying? Like, and dog, he was hitting shot after shot, big play after big play. And man, I was happy for him, bro, because I know it's pretty daunting to be in a starting lineup and then trades happen, moves happen, you come back off of your injury, and then you out of the rotation all the way. Like you almost, a lot of cats may not even be able to get back to the lineup in rotation, especially when your team is now playing pretty much better without you out the rotation. So you now like, I'm not even a part of the winning formula no more. You know what I mean? Yeah. You start to question if you even can fit into what they got going on because the chemistry show is built so well and it's a well-oiled machine. But hey, man, kudos to Lonnie, man. That's big, bro. Shout out to him for sure.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Lonnie Walker, one of the biggest comebacks we've seen since Paul Pierce came out the wheelchair.
All right, see what's. That dude, he was faking, man. That boy was faking that dog. That was hilarious. Didn't he come out and say he had to just use the restroom, bro? Didn't he say that, dog?
He said he didn't say that, man. He said that was fake news, man.
Oh,
him and KG had an interview. He said he really did tear something, but he still played through it. That's what he said. I don't know what's true, man.
Yeah, who knows with that cat, man?
Yeah.
Okay, who was that right there? Moody? Yeah, what happened to the Golden State Warriors, though, man? They supposed to have a second wave of young guys that were going to help extend the life of the dynasty. And, I don't see Kuminga in the lineup anymore, the rotation. Wiseman's not even in the Golden State jersey anymore. Moody is Moody. And then Jordan Poole is ghosty. I mean.
You know what I'm starting to realize about Golden State?
What's that?
Golden State lost the only thing in that organization that developed young talent. So you got to think about it, right? We hear Mark Jackson say that he spoke life into the players. Draymond Green goes on C.J. McCollum or C.J. McCollum and Draymond Green talk about Mark Jackson's impact just on them as men and as people. And Draymond Green says, look, when we were young and unproven, Mark Jackson would come to us and say, I got the best shooting backcourt in the NBA. In like year 2, he would say that about, Steph Curry and Klay Thompson. This is before any championships, any playoff runs. anything. And people would laugh at him like, what do you mean you got the best shooting backcourt in the NBA? Like, we don't even know these dudes who you're talking about. They're rookies. You know what I'm saying? Like, go sit down somewhere. And Mark Jackson spoke life into that. And now, like, 4 championships later, who looks crazy? Us or him? So, you know, the reality of the situation is Mark Jackson was the biggest developer of talent, which is why Clay developed, which is why Draymond developed, which is why a big reason why Steph became what he became, even though Steve Kerr unlocked him to another level because of the free-flowing offense. But I'm just saying, like, so then when you take Mark Jackson away, all the dudes that they drafted have immense talent. I don't care what anybody says. James Wiseman can really play basketball. Jonathan Kuminga?
I have to see that from James Wiseman, man.
No, listen. Think about it, bro. His rookie year before he gets injured, he's got 20 and 10 games. He's got 18 and 9 games. You know what I'm saying? You're like, oh, okay, he's about to be promising. Since that point, bro, he's gotten no better under their tutelage, bro. And it's because they don't know how to develop talent over there. Kuminga, super athletic, doesn't really know the game of basketball too well, but it's your job to teach him that. He's super athletic.
Bro, the way you said he doesn't I gotta think about that. He doesn't really know the game of basketball really well in the midst of trying to give him praise.
Nah, listen.
That mother killed me, bro. That's hilarious, bro.
What I'm saying is he doesn't have the highest IQ for an NBA level.
He doesn't.
You know what I'm saying?
He's athletic. He got a little,
He got all the intangibles though, bro. You develop his ability to read plays and stuff like that. That's on you. That's on you at the end of the day. So
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree, man. Yeah, dog. Jordan Poole, I guess, is out of the bunch, was the only one that kind of, broke into second gear of development. Because I really didn't have any expectations of him coming into the league. He's probably the only person I would have credit being developed out of that Golden State system and staff of coaches they got over there. But outside of him, like Moody, Wiseman, Kuminga, all the other guys, they really haven't really cracked through the seal like they were kind of trajected to. You know what I mean? So I don't know, man. It's going to be interesting to see if they lose this series, which, the chances are very high. What the next steps are for Golden State. I believe Green will be in another yellow jersey. Just wouldn't be in Oakland, California. Will be in LA. I believe he's dying to play with Brian. He's glorifying him in the midst of the playoffs, doing podcasts. He still got his podcast going on, man. I'm like, bro, I probably would have not did no podcast doing these runs, but hey, he on his Grizzly, I guess. But yeah, I can see him definitely coming to LA. He on his Grizzly. I can see him definitely coming to LA.
That man dropping games out here, dog. Talking about he on his Grizzly, dog. Nah, sit down.
Hey, I mean that's probably, I wouldn't say that's what I'd be on, but apparently to him, he take an L and he go back to the hotel room and get on his podcast. You know what I'm saying? So
he's tripping bad, bro. The thing about it is he's gonna argue. You know what he's gonna argue though? I did it all last year and we won a ring, but that was last year's team. This year's team comes with you punching the kid that can't shoot the ball anymore, and making the chemistry fall apart, and losing half your squad, to trades and to injuries throughout the year and all that. Like, he doesn't realize that, like, this team can't withstand him shooting podcasts after losses, talking about some, we're down 3-1, we just need to win another game. Bro, sit down somewhere, bro. Get off the mic, man. Stop playing. What are you doing? Like, if I'm Steve Kerr, I'm telling this dude, bro, you want to play tomorrow? Don't shoot your podcast, bro. I don't care what you're talking about.
Yeah. That's what I'd be. Yeah. That's where coaching comes in. The team staff comes in and say, hey, brother, we're shutting down all media outlets and forms of podcasts and all this other stuff. It's time to lock in. I'm sure your sponsors and ads and whoever is distributing in Kuwait, you're green, and people will love to hear it after the postseason's over. Let's shut it down. We trying to get it done. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So
especially when he's averaging a triple single 2 rebounds, 3 points, 4 assists, a block or 2. Like, if you're not dominating, I really don't want to see you on no podcast, bro. I don't care nothing about that.
100%, Doc. Shout out to that boy Lyric in the building. Make some noise for the ball. LA in 5. I'm with that, my G. I'm right there with you. I think we need to close about the night.
I don't know about LA in 5. I definitely think LA in 6 because they'll be in good shape for 6. Y'all should get them out of there in 6. It's just that with a championship team, they should at least be able to win another game and then ride out in their coattails in LA, get smacked, get them out of there. You know what I'm saying? But before then,
I'm like Kobe, bro. We like to win and play on the road so we can see the faces of the fans. Yeah, we get more joy off of that. You know what I'm saying? LA, we come home and do the parade. We still ain't. See, we need our parade. We still ain't got our parade from the bubble, bro. We need to get that, G.
Get these brothers their parade, man. Stop.
We need our parade. Hey, we win this shit, dog. Instead of a 1-day parade, we doing a whole weekend parade. And we gonna start it downtown LA, take it up to Compton. We may even go up to Oakland just because. You hear me, dog?
hey, make sure you make it to LA, man. If the parade go down, man. Make sure.
Oh, bro, we win this year. I'm definitely in LA for sure. Straight up, red eye me. I'm there. What we doing?
Not red eye me. Come on, let's go.
Hey, we get to the finals. I straight up may try to go to one of them games. I know the tickets would be crazy, but we get to them finals, bro, and they go against somebody like Tate. Oh, I'd be almost, bro. I mess around, blow up in LA.
Not gonna lie. Didn't think it was possible this year, but if we get a Tatum and Bron finals, that's gonna be crazy. That's gonna be crazy.
Tatum and Bron, LA versus Boston. I honestly feel the way we trending. I feel better about my Lakers versus the Boston. Oh, this nigga Bron knocking down 3. Yeah, we finna close him out tonight. We closing them out tonight, bro. We closing them out. We telling them boys to pack up. It's time to go night, fellas. We ain't seen that night celebration all series from that nigga Curry. He know better. Night. He ain't Hey, I'm so glad we beat them niggas last game because that nigga was celebrating too freaking much for me last series, bro.
Nah, he was going crazy.
I mean, and he was going crazy, but he was just celebrating too much. I'm like, bro, nigga, get the dub before you get to that level of celebration.
And don't listen. Also, let's be real.
What's up?
Y'all went 7 games with Sacramento. It's not like y'all was just beating up on Sacramento all series. Like, these boys had y'all in the break. It took a 50 ball from you to get past Sacramento. So I don't know why you doing all that shimmying and all that. Like, if you don't go sit down somewhere, bro, De'Aaron Fox was giving y'all the blues all series.
Yeah.
Stop playing with me, bro.
A lot of cats feel like if De'Aaron Fox never had that index injury to his finger, the result would have been different. But yeah, man, like you said, he going crazy as if he was walking through the Kings, and them boys dang near took every ounce to beat them boys. Yeah, wasn't no cakewalk really for sure. Who was that right there? It really did. Hey, we looking good. That boy say Tatum not ready for that stage, dog. What's your thoughts on that? Listen, Tatum not ready for that stage?
Lyric, stop throwing up that trash behind trade, man. We can't take that trade. That trade is terrible.
Oh yeah, that trade, yeah. What? Yeah, you gotta type your thoughts about that trade, Lyric, because I don't like that trade at all.
We can't trade that. We can't do that trade, Lyric. That can't happen. That can't happen.
Yeah, that trade ain't cool.
But I feel you. I know Lyric wants JB out of Boston, but now that JB has made the All NBA team, he'll be in Boston for at least another 4 years. Shout out to JB, man, for making second team.
Oh, hey, I got something for you. We knew
Tatum was first team. That was a given, but I didn't know Jalen was even going to make an NBA team this year, and so that was the biggest surprise because we knew Tatum was a lock for first team. So the fact that he made second team was a big deal.
Did he not make one last year?
No, he didn't, bro. He didn't make one last year.
Okay. They probably paying that boy back because it was crazy. He was probably even better last year, honestly.
Yeah, potentially for sure. Let me say this about Tatum not being ready for the stage. I know we had a little mini conversation / debate about this. And for me, bro, I'm going to say this. Talent-wise, I think it's clear that Tatum is the top talent on Boston, for sure. That's not really debated much between anybody in the media or anybody who watches basketball, the games. We know that Tatum on, between winning the Eastern Conference Finals, or the Eastern Conference player of the playoffs last year, whatever that.
What you talking about? The MVP of the conference finals they brought out last year?
Yeah, MVP of the conference finals and all that.
Yeah.
Like, we know Tatum gets busy, but if we're talking, but similar to Draymond Green with Golden State, the mentality that Brown brings to the game is the mentality I wish Jason Tatum had. Because the reality of the situation is this: not only does JB think he's the best player on the Celtics, he also believes that he's the best player on the court. And he believes that he's the ultimate killer every time he steps on the floor. And so when he doesn't get the ball or the touches and stuff like that, great shot, bro. When he doesn't get the ball or the touches and stuff like that, like, he feels like, I can't even believe this, I'm so much better than almost anybody else besides Jason. That, like, why not? And so I do think it's a big deal whenever we don't see Tatum, who is essentially given that role and for right reason, not take advantage of it. Like, last game in the first half, he's passive, he's looking around, he's relaxing, and I'm like, you're Jason Tatum. It shouldn't take a dumpster fire for you to start turning up in the second half. Like, go to work.
A dumpster fire.
Go to work. Go to work, bro. Like, we getting trashed, and now you want to all of a sudden start turning up. Like, it's too late. Go to work. And JB starts out every game in the first quarter shooting the hell out the ball. And then Joe Mazzulla, don't get me started on him. Joe Mazzulla begins to shift the offense away from Brown for whatever reason.
Yeah.
And so, first of all, our biggest mistake was letting Ime Udoka walk. Houston just got a culture changer. So shout out to Ime for inking that deal and being back in the NBA. I think. Listen, he is not right. You can argue the moral component for what happened with him and the lady on the staff, but listen, nobody should necessarily, especially
the lady in the staff.
Listen, bro. I'm just saying this. Nobody in basketball. We're not talking about ministry. Now, if you're a ministry, if you're a pastor, bro, and they find that you sleep with the congregation, that's one thing. Right. But, bro, in basketball, you getting some draws got you fired? That's crazy, bro. I'm not rolling, bro.
Yeah.
I'm not rolling. So for me, Ime Udoka, shout out to him for being Houston's coach. I wasn't the biggest fan of us signing Joe Mazzulla middle of the season, and it shows because he hasn't made adjustments. He's been out coached by Doc Rivers, who low-key hasn't been a good.
They gonna get rid of you going off on Doc.
Bro, Doc Rivers ain't been a good coach since he was with us back in 2008, bro. Like, let's be honest. And so you getting out coached by Doc Rivers.
Let's go, AD.
I don't like the way that you play defense. Like, this is just terrible, dog. And so if we end up losing to Philly, I will say this: I'll be hot. I will. Everybody knows how I feel about. Oh God, here come the Lakers.
Hey.
Everybody knows how I feel about Joel Embiid. I still think it's no excuse for us to lose this year.
Yeah.
But I feel like if we are to see anybody else advance, I want it to be Joel, just because the disrespect has always been loud on his name. It's been real loud. And so now that he's got the MVP, now that he's accomplishing things, he's healthy for a playoff run, we're starting to see Joel's that dude. So, I would still not be happy, but I can accept the fact that we need to make some changes. And Joel gets a chance to show what he's worth. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm disgusted, bro. I'm disgusted.
Nah, you good, G. Man, shout out to everybody in the building, man. If you in the, I see we got 4-5 cats in here. If you in the chat or in the video, man, make sure you get in the chat. Let us know you in the building, man. Hop in the comments, man. Give a shout out me your thoughts. We got the Laker game on right now. It's 45-all with 7 minutes left in the second quarter. Look like Brian and them, they got about, I want to say about 75% of our points. I just seen Brian got 12, AD got 15. What's that? Collectively, 32 out of the 45? So, yeah, they got about at least 60% of our points right now. It look like our stars came to play. Draymond looking like he came to play. He 5 and 6 with 12 points, 2 rebounds. That's some BS. Look at Draymond.
Draymond's looking good, man.
Yeah, Draymond got some energy. I could tell the way he just got up off of that, taking that charge.
Yeah.
Let me see. He pulled him down. That was some BS. He's the BS king. I'll tell you right now, he is the BS king, bro.
Oh, he sure did. That's crazy.
That was BS, bro.
Yo, Draymond's out of pocket, bro. I like Draymond just for that reason. Yo, did you see the dude? Did you watch on that replay the dude who had one of these? He had one of these cups in his hand, bro.
What was he doing?
Bro? Like, Yo, if you got a deep ER or whatever, run it back, bro. Cause
you talking about just now? You talking about?
Nah, a play ago, bro. You had to see it. If you missed it, it's over. But yeah, bro. I said, what is this man doing with a house cup in the playoffs, bro? What's going on,
bro? What was funny though the other night with Jokic pushing the Suns owner was hilarious, dog.
Yo, no,
he didn't know.
What was funny in that?
What's that?
The coach's reaction when they asked.
I didn't see it.
Yo, they said, Coach, what did you feel about Jokic? He said, there's no way he should have got a technical. Well, they said, well, Coach Malone, that was the Suns owner. He said, we don't give a about that. I said,
yeah. I said, yeah, I like Malone right there.
No, Malone cussed that man out. Was like, bro, I don't care who that is. He a fan.
Yeah, man.
I said, dang, bro.
I liked it, that dog.
Crazy.
Hey, man, it's a good game, man. We holding it close. If they want to try to stay alive, they gonna have to put us away more than a 4 to 5 point game, up and down type of deficit. Cause if you letting us hang around right here this close, we got a lot of confidence, bro.
Yeah, I'm not liking what I'm seeing from Golden State with all the momentum they came into the game with. Yeah, they had a 14-point lead to start the game. So, the fact that we're here right now is terrible, to be honest with you. And y'all are at home. I'll say this, bro. Now, here's what I will say, Word. You're not gonna like this. But here's what I will say. I think you may not get this game, whatever. You might get it, you might close them out. But if you don't close them out, you have another obviously solid opportunity in LA. But let something crazy happen. Let y'all not close them out tonight. Let Game 6 Clay show up and they force a Game 7. If they force a Game 7, the series is over.
Yeah, we don't want to see them in no Game 7. That'd be silly at that point. For us to beat them in a Game 7, if it got to that point, the momentum that would have to swing back in our favor would be unrealistic. Like it'd be like that Game 6 Ray Allen corner shot, Miami. They go back to Game 7 and it was a wrap. Because at that point, no matter home court or not, it's too much of a disappointment and just a blow to the stomach that you hurt and bleeding over into the next game. You still trying to overcome what you just got done going through. And a lot of times people don't got short memories, bro.
Yeah, I agree with that, bro. I agree with that. Let me also say this, quick pivot from what we're discussing, but I just think it's important to say. A couple of weeks back, around the time when we released our last episode, me and you were texting personally back and forth, and you said, yo, Kenny, who's the top 2 guard in the NBA? And I remember saying, well, if I'm looking at this season, it's got to be Donovan Mitchell, because Donovan Mitchell has had a hell of a year. He's proved all the naysayers wrong. He's taking that next leap in his career, stuff like that. Then you were like, man, it's not the dude who was on the All-NBA team last year, Devin Booker. And I said, he's always in the running. He's always somebody who's going to be right there. But, I feel like the 2-guard spot kind of changes from year to year versus who's the best 2-guard in the NBA. Well, look, man, I'm here to say it now, bro. I was wrong. This is my formal apology to Devin Booker, bro. Devin Booker, you are the best 2-guard in the NBA. What you're doing in the playoffs, win, lose, or draw, has been phenomenal. You've been the top-level player to watch in these playoffs. Consistency game in and game out. A bad game for you is shooting 50% from the field and 48% from 3. So, you're going crazy, bro. So I apologize for putting anybody in your position, but I just want to be clear, bro. Devin Booker's the top 2 guard in the NBA, bro. It's got to be him. Everybody else got to take a seat for right now, bro.
It looked like you just had gave a replay of Shaq Diesel on the NBA TNT post-game show. That boy was like, look, man, I was wrong. Devin Booker, you're that guy. And honestly, look, here it is with me, man. I would probably say he is the best two guard. That's why I threw him out there. I think other guys did have better seasons this year. But, like, who holds it? Like, if we take, within the most recent amount of years overall, Booker has been that guy. SGA was the other name that I said had a better year than Booker this year because Booker got injured.
Man, hold on real quick, where my man just texted me while we're on live. He said, hey, respectfully, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's the best two guard in the NBA. Yeah. Look, I like Shai, bro.
That's what I was just talking about.
But I like
Shai. Man. I don't know, I just think SGA, he has to play more relevant basketball. We got to see him in the playoff series. We haven't seen that. We've seen Devin Booker in the finals go for 50. You know what I mean? That's already iconic, legendary status. Some of our favorites haven't even sniffed 50 in the finals, let alone a playoff game. Donovan Mitchell, I think, is always going to be in the running. He's the most consistent because he came into the league playing relevant, winning basketball from day one. Nobody ever looked at Utah as really a threat, and they really wasn't a contender, but they were always in contention with making the playoffs, and they did make the playoffs. What's going on with AD right now, man? He got cut or something? I ain't got time to see no doctors and nobody next to that nigga. Straight up. I don't got time to see none of that stuff with AD.
Nah, just some blood, man. He'll be all right. Just some blood. He got a little scratch. He'll be all right.
Yeah, that's big.
Out there.
This is another thing I keep in mind as well. He's playing next to a Kevin Durant, which opens up the matchup difference with who they have to go send to go get KD and who they leaving you with solo against if I'm Booker. I mean, bro, he's sometimes playing against niggas that ain't got a chance even with the help defense, let alone now they concerned with this nigga Brian said I'm coming for the kill.
Yeah, LeBron's losing it, bro.
Yeah, Brian, and he's shooting as if this nigga's like he's shooting one of the worst 3-point percentages in the playoffs right now, but he's jacking that mug, pause, like that nigga is just Curry or somebody. Ooh,
Curry's the one dude though that I wish would just be a little bit more selfish. Like at the end of the day, bro, if you don't want to go home, you got to turn up. Period.
Yeah.
I need you to just start jacking 30 footers, bro. Pause. Like it's time, dog. Come on, let's go.
Yeah, he's gonna have to. I told you in order to try to come back or even just survive in this elimination game, he needs to play as like Game 7 Kings.
Agreed.
That's what he needs to do, but Green is playing like this is a Game 7 right now.
Absolutely. Shout out to Steph, man, going to work. Let's go. I want a game. Let's go.
They not punching us in the mouth hard enough to really put fear in us to not get this game though. Oh yeah, Schroeder getting buckets. We looking and feeling good. Like we playing comfortable. I don't believe in Wiggins at all. Get shit out of here. Let's go, Brian. Let's go, Brian. Hey, I talk about, when I watch games, I turn niggas up, boy. I turn their ass up. That nigga Wiggins ain't nothing. Let's go, AR. It's freaking money, AR. Know what time it is? Don't let AR get going. He'd go for a quick 12 out in 3 plays.
AR's been giving people the blues this playoffs, man.
I kind of like that Schroeder. I like that kind of defense he just did. He kind of freaked his own self out. Yeah. Let's go, AR. AR giving Wiggins the business. But yeah, man, I still give it to Booker because Booker was clowning. Like I said, the playoffs, the finals, he dropped 50 in the finals, all NBA first team. Top 4, top 5 MVP candidate in some of the recent years. So I would give it to Booker right now. Donovan Mitchell in the contention, and then SGA probably right behind him too. So
also, let me say this about Book real quick before we move on. Book. People forget that Book when he had nobody. including not having CP3 in the bubble, showed everybody, look, bro, double team, triple team, your mama, your uncle, your sister, your cousin, the coaching staff, nobody can guard me if I'm on fire, bro. Book. The only dude better than Book in the bubble was Damian Lillard because he won the MVP of the bubble. That was the only cat
Dame
that was
played out
better
his
than
mind.
Book in the bubble.
Yeah.
And so, next to KD or not, Book is that guy, bro. And I know you said he's nice. I'm just saying, next to KD or not, bro, Book gets it done. And now, as far as I'm concerned, until somebody come in and really just show out, Book has got to get that solidified spot as the best two guard in the NBA.
Yeah, he got ain't nobody else like all the other players around him. They just right up. What the heck? Sometimes I look at AD and I don't know what the hell he's doing. I mean, he's just literally throwing himself around. Hey, man, Draymond got his number on them offensive fouls today, man. That's the second one already, dog, in the first half on this nigga. Or did they call it on Draymond?
No,
Draymond got it. Dang. This nigga AD better not be in foul trouble. But, hey, man, what about that other series, dog? I know it don't get the most love, but speaking of Devin Booker, Phoenix is down 3-2 to the Denver Nuggets. Everybody was shitting on the Denver Nuggets, saying saying nobody fears them. We don't believe them. Jokic got to show us and prove it to us. He still do. He's been to a conference finals before. But man, I had Denver beating Phoenix because, for one, they lack depth. They have no bench. You are asking your two stars to not only play 43 minutes a night, but give us 90 points combined on a nightly basis in order to get a dub. Like, I mean, if that's the formula that is required to win, what we doing, Brian? All right. If that's the formula, required to winning, I mean, you gonna get what you got last night: a sprained rolled ankle from Devin Booker, because it's just too much. You putting on the shoulders of guys that don't have nobody that can come in and give you support off the bench. Cameron Payne, Torrey Craig, Terrence Ross. Them are not guys that's dependable to come and give you 15 to 20 points alongside what you giving them. So, yeah, man, I got Denver winning that. I said in 6. I do believe they probably close it out tomorrow. They back in Phoenix. But, yeah, man, Jokic is serious, man. That boy Shaq said the other night Jokic is the best big, best center in the game. He's the best big in the playoffs for sure, though. I give him that. This playoffs, he's the best big.
He's the best big. He's the best big because Joel's been injured, man. Let me tell you like this, bro. I will say this. Let me quote Joker though. Joker said one of the most impactful quotes in the NBA playoffs. He said,
"What's that?"
He said, "I'm gonna let y'all in on the secret. I'm that nigga." That's what Joker said, bro.
That's just saying anything.
That's what Joker said, bro.
Can't saying anything, dog.
Listen, that's what Joker said, man. I was shocked when he said it too, bro. But we gotta respect it, bro. Like Joker is definitely been playing on a different level, but he's actually not the biggest reason as to why Denver is on this run and probably gonna beat the Suns in this playoff series. The biggest reason is that bubble Jamal Murray has returned, bro. Jamal Murray looks great. Pause. He's killing cats off the dribble. That pick and roll is unstoppable. The step back is back. He looks spry. Dude look quick. It's hard to stop him. So, between Jamal Murray and between Michael Porter Jr. finding his jump shot again, Denver got all their pieces. And this is the Denver we thought. This is the Denver we thought, could potentially, make some noise. I will say this. The Lakers, if the Lakers got to play Denver next round, that's a 7-game series. That's a pick'em series. I don't think it's just a cakewalk. I think it's a 7-game series. Either way, but it's a 7-game series. I think that's a really tough team over there. I personally believe that Joker is not as good of a center as Joel Embiid. I've been screaming that for a couple of years, and I agree with my man Chops. You just hit me about that. But as far as these playoffs, Joker's been the best center in the playoffs, and Denver looks good because Jamal Murray has found himself again. They're gonna be a tough team to stop going forward.
Yeah, nah, man. Jokic, man, he's been playing mindless. Like the numbers, I watched the game. He put up 53, and I didn't even understand how he got the 53. Like it's just like where did 53 come from at the end of that? Like, you know what I mean?
How?
I just don't know. He's the most puzzling player that exists in the league. But I mean, every time you always look at the end of the game, it's stuff like 53 points. It's 35, 15, and 15. It's 26, 20, and 12. It's just crazy all over the place amount of impact and contribution from that dude, man. And you know, he's the catalyst over there, though, dog. They definitely have the others stepping up, though. The KCPs, the Bruce Browns, Aaron Gordon, Michael Porter Jr., Jamal Murray. They deep, dog. You got Jeff Green over there. You know, so yeah, I give them respect versus my Lakers, but yeah, I think we get him, dog. I think we get him in 7. They will have home court advantage, but I believe we bust them in the mouth the same way we bust these Golden States in the mouth early, unexpectedly, still in their first game. And I think when you do that, dog, it does something to that favorite, the team that's favorite. When you catch them slipping on that first game, you kind of level the field from game 1. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that would be my game plan. But yeah, man, I feel good about my chances for the Lakers going back to the finals.
Crazy. Never thought it would happen this fast. But
yeah, man.
I told you I thought they were a year away. Just because, honestly, what they've been doing was low key an impossible task. You happen to merge dudes who have played less than 30 games together and say, all right, take me there. Take me to the finals. That's just tough to do, even though the pieces fit very well. And they kind of proved that from the moment they got together. But you just don't expect the team to gel that fast, especially when Golden State caught their stride, especially when KD goes to the Suns and plays next to Book, especially when, you know, you got all these rosters. So you just don't expect the Lakers to do what they've done. But it really started when Memphis, you know, I guess got overconfident. I don't know what they had to be so confident about, but got overconfident. And once the Lakers seen that, then they smelled blood. They kind of haven't looked back since. And that gave them all the confidence they needed to kind of go through this series and even beat up on, I mean, I would call it beating up on Golden State. They pretty much beat up on Golden State thus far. Yeah. And it doesn't look like that's going to change. Even if Golden State forces another game, it looks like they're out of there. So, you know, hey, man.
Yeah, even if they force another game, bro, like, I'm looking at the game and the way we're playing is still respectable basketball. Like, we're giving ourselves a good chance to take the game late in the game. Even if we're down right now 7 or 6, 8 points or whatever. Like, the Stars are playing good. The others are stepping up. And yeah, man, it ain't one of them games where I'm like, oh yeah, let's just go ahead, put the Stars up, rest them up, get ready for game 6. So I'm glad we out there playing well tonight, man. But yeah, man, I feel good about Lakers, man. So what do we think about what do we think? Let's entertain. It's premature, but I mean, it's a whole. This past week before this series started, it was a whole bunch of premature stuff going on. If Curry gets past the Lakers and gets his 5th rings, he's better than Magic. He's top 5. You remove LeBron off the Mount Rushmore, all kind of nonsense. But the likelihood of the Lakers going to the finals is I would say right now is higher. Bron is Bron. We're talking about arguably the greatest of all time in many eyes. Let's say he does get his 5th ring. What does this do for him? What do you take away from it if this happens?
It means that if LeBron gets his 5th ring, it absolutely guarantees the fact that kids born after us will remember him as their GOAT, guaranteed. Yeah, I think it cements that, because the reality of the situation is other players get mentioned in the new era over LeBron, even though universally a lot of people have him number 2. But if he wins this year, then it would be 2. It would be 2 with these Lakers, 2 with the Heat, 1 with the Cavs. Like, it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard to not remember him as the GOAT of this era, when at 38 years old he's carrying a Lakers squad to the championship. That's crazy. So yeah, it would solidify him as the new age GOAT, eventually surpassing Jordan in conversations as we get older and as the younger people behind us get older. That's gonna be the new memory. I think that's what happens. That's what it means for LeBron James.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, honestly, the generation after us, I believe that already exists, even without the 5th ring. It was just totally cemented. But for the generation in the conversations we have now, yeah, I see a lot more people agreeing that he is the GOAT. Even the people that have seen the Jordans and LeBrons. You take guys like Jay Will that's on ESPN. That's his take. He freaking played against some of those guys. Seeing Jordan, he has LeBron as a number 1. And it's a couple other guys that exist even older than us and even around my age in our generation that also has Bron as the number 1. So I expect more of those people to say that, and also for the generation after us, the people that's younger than us. I mean, I already believe that's who it is anyway. Most of them would say either LeBron or Steph Curry, but I believe this really knocks anybody out the conversation, because you see him beating Steph Curry. You can go back to the fact that Curry hasn't beaten LeBron without KD since. The fact that they squaring up and they had to go through one another to get to the chip, that's gonna be a big argument in his favor. If you are trying to argue Curry versus LeBron, it's not gonna really work out, because I mean, they went literally got KD just to beat LeBron. So yeah, man, I say it does that. And even me personally, I would have to take a harder look at the GOAT discussion between him and Mike. Because I mean, this guy's 20 season, 38 years old, and getting chips, playing at a high level that he's doing. It'd have to be something I take a closer look at for sure.
What?
What's that?
What you just say?
I said, me personally, looking at the GOAT debate between Jordan and LeBron, he wins his 5th ring, it'll be something I take a harder look at. Yeah. What are you gonna say something? What's the comment?
No. Hey.
What's that?
Listen. Word. What is happening, bro? LeBron James deserves all the respect in the world. 100%.
Right.
If he gets this 5th ring, I agree with a lot of what you said. But there's no conversation between him and Mike, man. That conversation's closed, man.
What you mean?
That conversation's closed.
In favor of who, LeBron?
No, man. Mike, man.
If he gets a 5th ring, he closes it?
No, I'm saying Mike has closed that door a long time ago. And LeBron,
no, I wouldn't say that. Nah, not to me.
What can LeBron do to definitively become the GOAT over Mike? What can LeBron do? Tell me. I don't see it.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Him getting his 5th ring in his 20, bro. The longevity conversation is already gone. He has that. And it is. You see what I'm saying? And then the other thing, as the dust continue to settle, bro, I believe when we look back, I've seen more of LeBron. You know, I've seen LeBron take out more of the people that I would deem the greats of our era. So that automatically makes me have to look at it with a more privy eye to the LeBron era. And then let me
say it this way.
The competition is another thing. The competition is another thing as to why.
The other day I was talking about this with a group of brothers. Shout out to Chops, Kendall, Perrion. Those are the guys I was chopping it up with. And we were talking about this debate, and I said people don't realize how incredible Michael Jordan is, and even why this debate is close for me. I grew up with LeBron James. I've never hated LeBron James. I've always loved LeBron James. LeBron James, I wanted LeBron James to definitively be better than Michael Jordan so that I could say, in my era, me growing up watching basketball, I personally watched the GOAT. That was my thing. I was like, oh yeah, LeBron, he about to be better than Mike, this, that, and the third. Bro, the other day I really like took a snapshot of Mike's career. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I'm doing this off the top of my head, so forgive me, y'all. But I believe Michael Jordan played 13 seasons. Okay? Michael Jordan played 13 seasons.
No, he played 15 seasons. You ain't counting
15,
them.
I'm sorry. The Warrior. The
See,
Wizards,
you got that Skip Bayless mind. Yeah, he don't like to count those.
Years. My bad. 15 seasons. Out of a possible 15 seasons, 6 of those were championships, right? Where he completely dominated the league. This wasn't even a discussion. Mm-hmm. Another one of those years, he broke his leg in his rookie season, so that's kind of a wash. Another 2 of those years, he was 41 playing for a Wizards team that was like whatever. But if you really think about it, bro, in a 9-year stretch with 2 retirements, Michael Jordan low-key still made it hard for LeBron to catch him in 20 years. Considering the scoring titles, things of that nature, like even the all-time scoring record, Michael was number 3 on the list and playing almost 25% less than LeBron has played thus far in his career. In an NBA and in a league where hand checking exists, he was getting clotheslined, beat up, shot, robbed, kicked, and still ended up where he ended up. If Michael Jordan never retired for any period of time and played the years that he could have played possibly, this wouldn't even be a debate, bro. Like, people don't understand that. Michael left the door open for there to even be a GOAT discussion based upon his own actions. Like, all right, I've accomplished enough. I'm a leader.
But that's a hypothetical, bro. I don't give any credence to any hypothetical if he actually did. So we have to say we don't know what that would have been. He actually retired and came back. Word. He set out for 2 years.
You're telling me after a 3-peat, we don't know what would have happened if he would have played. After winning his 3rd straight championship, we don't know what would have happened.
Didn't Michael Jordan come back during the season and they didn't go nowhere once he came back? He didn't come back at the start of the season. He came back, played, and they lost. He came back.
He came back. Three quarters of the way in the season.
Yeah, so I mean that's a sample size. That's a sample size. We have to look at that.
This wasn't Michael Jordan who was hooping, bro. This is Michael Jordan on the golf course, smoking cigars, out of shape, and still comes back, bro, and goes to work.
That's what, and he lost. So we have to hold that against him, bro. He actually lost. The hypotheticals I don't give credence to, right? I say the competition is nowhere near the same. You can say the hand checking and all that. The players that are playing right now, they didn't have to play against no 7-foot Kevin Durant, chopper, guard-like handle, pull from 30 to 40. Guys right now, bro, the skill level is night and day. LeBron dominated. Like I said, bro, teams were built to stop personally LeBron, right? The other thing we can say is Jordan, for the most part, always was the favorites going into the finals. You said he left the door open for LeBron to catch him in what, rings only? Because if we look at every other statistic, who's going to be the leader? Who's going to be who supersedes who? Brian.
I'm saying given the years that Michael did not play, that's what left the door open. You got to think, Michael's what, 3rd all time in scoring? Is he not top 3?
He's not 3rd. I don't even think 4th. Michael's top. Bro, Michael's not even top 5 no more. You got Kareem.
I didn't necessarily want to get on the computer and look at this real quick.
Hold on, you got LeBron, Kareem, Malone, I think Kobe, and maybe Mike is 5 now. Yeah, he not even Kobe passed him. Okay. Yeah.
So here's my thing. Mike was 4 before getting past up all that. What I'm saying is this: Mike being top 5, playing the seasons he played, bro, and missing the amount of time he missed. If Mike plays 5 more seasons, LeBron's not catching that record. I hope you guys understand that.
He played 15 seasons, bro. What you mean?
Bro, he played 15 seasons. What I'm saying to you is one of those years.
That's hypothetical to me though. I can't give credence to that. I don't know what he would have done. I don't know. You can try to guess, but bro, let's take somebody else that played 20 seasons, right? Kobe played 20 seasons. Kareem played 20 plus seasons. These other guys, we talking about LeBron gonna be the only guy in 40,000 club, right? That's something that's probably what was the hardest record to break? The point record, right? Who's breaking it right now? And who's steady adding to it? LeBron. He's not even LeBron's not even a scorer, right? We don't even look at him as an assassin. His best.
No, he's not. Wait. Yeah. See, make that distinction. LeBron's not an assassin, but he is a scorer.
But we name the best offensive players. We never say LeBron. We talking about the KDs, the Kyries, the Stephs, the Kobe's, those type of guys. He doesn't fit that.
Young LeBron, though. See, I think like LeBron, and I think it was masterful that LeBron gets to do this. LeBron, because he talks so much about his career and how he gets on the shop and talks about, I just like looking for my teammates and I just love seeing the floor. I love throwing new passes. Yeah, that's true, bro. But let's not act like LeBron, especially in them early Cleveland years when it was him and a bunch of scrubs. LeBron was having to go get it every night, bro. So like
he was, but I'm saying though. It was more so the reason why I'm trying to paint the difference is because it was more due to athleticism rather than sheer ability to just put the ball in the hole via shot, via back down, turn around fade, via like the layup package. It was just I'm powerful and stronger and faster than everybody, so I'm gonna get dunks. That was his package. Pause. But he never was seen as them other guys, the Jordans, the Kobe's, the KDs, the Kyries, the Stephs, even AI. Them guys were seen better offensively, killers than he was. But, bro, this whole take to say that the door is been closed, and we talking about the possibility of LeBron, like even before he even gets a fifth ring, if he ever did, to me, bro, it's been times where I would say Jordan is 1A and Bron is 1B. Like, literally. Like, bro, we talking about a guy that came back in the finals down 3-1 versus 73-9 team, arguably the greatest team of all time. He has moments, bro, that hasn't been mirrored by anybody in the history of basketball. You know what I'm saying? And he's done the most with the least. Nobody is better with saying, here, give me your roster and lead me to the promised land. Yeah, he lost 6 finals, but who else has been to 10 finals as a player in our generation, let alone the generations before us? We really can't even name them people, bro. He dragging teams that had no business sniffing rings. Tim Mozgov, Della Denova, these guys, bro, anybody with that roster, they don't make it to the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the magnitude that LeBron is. You talking about Jordan playing with an all-time great defender, top 50 player all time in Pittman. Dennis Rodman, arguably one of the greatest defenders, rebounders of all time. You got Phil Jackson as your coach. LeBron has never had a masterful head coach leading this path to a ring. He taking rookie coaches and putting them on the back, giving them checks. Who all got checks right now on head coaches? Mike Brown, Ty Lue, Spose. All these guys got actual real head coach jobs primarily due to the success Brian brought to them.
Now,
like, come on, bro.
Wait a minute. Now, I don't mind anything that you said because I'm no LeBron hater. I gotta acknowledge how special LeBron is. That's period. I rock with everything you're saying. We also not gonna act though like it hasn't later been proven that Ty Lue is one of the best coaches of our generation.
He is. He's one of the best coaches. He takes teams and does wonders with them.
You know who else? Eric Spoelstra.
I don't. But here's the thing, bro. They haven't won since LeBron's left them.
I'm just saying.
They haven't won since LeBron has left them, though, right? And they've had guys. You got Ty Lue with Kawhi and PG. You got Miami with Jimmy. You got Mike with the guys he got over. They haven't. What's the missing piece that they ain't getting chips though? They just getting jobs and good seasons, right?
All right, let's put it this way. See, you
Let's go, man.
you trying to be funny though. See, and
I'm for real.
That's one thing that people don't know about you, bro. Is you can be slick when you want to be slick, bro. So let's put it down. Word. Has Miami had a roster that should have won a championship in the last 6 or 7 years? No, they have not.
No, I mean Jimmy's a great player. I give a lot of the credence to Jimmy though, because everywhere Jimmy goes, the team's better, and when they leave, they worse. When he leaves, they worse. I give a lot of that credit to Jimmy.
Agreed, but also Spoelstra and that Heat culture, he can just coach.
It's
he can
a real
get
thing.
The best out of those guys.
Agreed.
You got to think about it, bro. Max Strus, what?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, who is
Duncan
that?
Robinson?
Undrafted players, yeah, guys that have no business.
Like who are these dudes, bro?
Right.
I watch basketball. I watch high school. I watch college. I watch G League to figure out who's coming out. I watch Ignite. I watch a lot of basketball, bro.
Right.
I know dudes like Scoot Henderson, who's probably gonna be the number 2 pick from the G League Ignite. I know Victor Wembanyama's gonna be number 1 pick. I also know some dudes. I know a kid from Italy who's probably gonna get drafted in the 2nd round who could later be an NBA All-Star. And I'm telling you, I've never heard in all my basketball watching and all my scouting things of that nature, Max Strus was never on my radar as an NBA starter, let alone somebody who could even make the league. And yet, he's putting in major minutes in the playoffs for a team that's a game away from going to the Eastern Conference Finals.
No, they serious. I give them that. The culture and the coach staffing down there being led by Spoels is serious. I'm just saying it may be equally as valuable what Jimmy contributes. He's like the second best leader to me in the basketball field behind Bron.
I'm with that 100%. But what I'm saying is, when we tell the story of LeBron James, let's just not have revisionist history. We didn't know, similar to us not knowing about Max Strus, we didn't know about Eric Spoelstra, but what has been proven later on, just like it's happened in Max Strus's career, Max Strus is an NBA player. He's good enough to start in the NBA. We see it because we're watching it. Later, we seen that Eric Spoelstra didn't just ride the coattails of LeBron James. Eric Spoelstra might mess around, depending on what happens later on in his career, but he might mess around and make the NBA Hall of Fame, and it won't be just because of LeBron James. As a coach, he might do it. So, like, when you start looking at it that way, bro, like LeBron had more. I think it's mostly Bron. I don't want to take any credit away from LeBron. It's mostly Bron, but I do think that sometimes we be acting like LeBron had Terrell Howard and Kenny Franklin, and he went out there and went like, no, that's not what happened, bro.
Some
LeBron
of them got
LeBron had Eric Spoelstra. LeBron had Ty Lue. Like, let's say it that way too, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know though, bro, because let's take this back to where the conversation is really being held at, and that's between Bron and Jordan. Ty Lue, Eric Spoelstra isn't Phil Jackson. We know that. The system of the triangle and what was built with the personnel there, them guys aren't that. They don't have rings apart from them, right? They don't have rings apart from from Bron. Phil goes and get another unit and does the same thing and get dang near half of what he got with the first word, right? He 3-piece 3 times. Phil's different. These guys that you're talking about, Spoelstra, Ty Lue, I think they great. As far as what I've seen, player managers. You know what I mean? They know how to put together teams and feed and lead as a coach, but I haven't seen them guys lead guys to a chip yet. You know what I mean? And that's what I'm saying. Bron is the missing piece because since he's left, them guys haven't got a chip. We got to give him that. But, nah, man, the whole conversation to say this mug is closed, another day, another debate, because I definitely believe it's, especially if he gets a 5th ring, dog. Oh, yes, bro. It's really gonna be, yeah. And this is coming from a person that literally beefed with Bron for the bevy of his career due to Kobe being my guy, his fans hating Kobe, vice versa. So there's no cap in my talk for Bron, and there wouldn't be, because I'm not even a fan of this guy to the degree that I would be up here bucking my chest to defend him. I'm just saying, from objectively what I've seen, I grew up in the era of LeBron, seeing this guy live, seeing the dominance primarily for freaking 3/4 of my life, 2/3 of my life. I mean, bro, the tape that I got on him, bro, and to see his dominance, and it's more than anybody I've seen in the history of basketball for my lifetime. So I gotta give him that. But Jordan by default, bro. Of course, like I said, man, it's hard to argue with the 6 out of 6 Finals MVPs, 5 season, 10 scoring titles. You just start running stuff off. It's ridiculous there too. But I take in the competition level, which I think is a valid knock. But then I look at who dominated their era. And when you look at that, they split hairs. The competition level is in favor to Bron. The dominance of the era is in favor to MJ. So I think it's debatable. But the door being closed is pretty absurd to say that to me, bro.
Well, let me say it like this, and this will be the last thing we say because we spent a lot of time on this. But
yeah,
is it easier to score in today's era or in the 90s?
It's easy to score in today's era.
I would say considerably easier. And that's not me. Wait, let me just say this. I'm not a proponent for old school basketball, meaning there's some dudes who are like basketball purists who are like, the game was played way better back in the 90s. No, that's not what I'm arguing. I'm more so saying when I look at the spacing, when I look at like how NBA players play defense and the emphasis on defense, Michael Jordan, no kizzy, would have averaged 45 a game. Because they're leaving him wide open. They're leaving a lot of these players open, bro. There's very few cats in the NBA who Golden State's busting this thing wide open.
Yeah, this was almost, yeah. I mean, it's hella time left, though. I ain't going to say it's over.
Anyway,
yeah, I mean, it's easier.
And I'm saying if Jordan, so we talk about the competition factor, but I also think the same way that you say that team defenses were designed to stop LeBron, I think a lot of that happened too. The Jordan rules existed for a reason. I think even the way the 90s played zone was to stop Jordan from getting into the paint and to force him into being a jump shooter. On top of the fact that holistically,
let me jump in right there before you get too deep. I didn't say teams built defenses to stop LeBron. I said a 73-9 team added dang near the best player in the league to stop LeBron. Right? You got to let that sink in. That's not little, bro. You just went 73-9 and you then go get KD? Bro.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
I mean, that's like taking the Bulls 72-10 team, adding whoever the freaking second best player was in that era, right? Freaking go get Charles, Hakeem, Karl Malone, any one of them guys, and you just throw them on that team. I mean, you like, there's no way you're going to beat that team. I mean, that's insanity. You know what I mean? So, I mean, yeah, that's, Jordan rules are a real thing, but doing what the Golden State has done was the closest thing to cheating. The closest thing to cheating in legally in the sport of basketball, bro. That was the closest thing to cheating. They got away with murder. You know what I'm saying? You gotta let that sink in. But now, go ahead, my G. It's similar,
No. You're 100% right. I don't necessarily have an argument for that because I agree with it, right? So for me, that's not even a point that I would even debate because you're right. I think that the only thing that I would say to that is the era that we live in dictates that the possibility of that. In the 90s, it would have been blasphemy for you to even be a free agent and sign with a team that had multiple all-star free agents.
Right, yeah.
And we're not even talking about like trades. We're saying you fulfilled your contract, you can go anywhere in the world. If a star player at that time said, I'm willingly going to play next to Scottie and Jordan, that would be considered blasphemy.
Yeah.
Whereas in this era, it's kind of like, well, I mean,
it's the nature of the climate. That's how people move.
So some of that is that too. But yes, you're right. They did go get KD because they felt like they couldn't beat LeBron James, and that's just the reality of the situation. But yeah, good debate. I mean, I don't know if I can open the door, and it would take a lot for me considering what Jordan accomplished.
This guy's crazy. You must have been under the influence when you went and looked at that stuff, man. Like, I feel like you are pretty fair with this one. I feel like saying the doors closed, and it would take almost pulling teeth to open it. It's crazy to me, dog.
Listen, bro. We gotta really look at what Mike accomplished in that period of time.
He did.
And
He did a lot in a small window. He did.
And I'm saying, LeBron gets a large window to compete with his small window, and he still hasn't busted open. He still hasn't overtaken it with a much larger window. Like, to me, that should say something, bro. Word. If me and you were were in a relay race, bro, or in the Olympics, and I ran for 5 years, bro, and I was the fastest man. Well, I was the fastest man in the world for 5 years, and you ran for 15. And you running for 15, you were the fastest man in the world for 5 years. Those two aren't even comparable. That means, bro, in my short career, you're still trying to accomplish what I accomplished in my short career in your long one. I think there's something to be said about that, bro. You're chasing a ghost who played less than you, considerably less.
But that's due to a lot of different variables, though. Injury, cats went to 3 years in college, like other guys came out of high school. You know what I'm saying? And then you see that, but that also gives an advantage to other things like the statistic totals. Like, he's the all-time leading scorer. He's going to be the only guy to average to finish his career with 30,000 points, probably 40,000 now, 10,000 rebounds and 10,000 assists. Like, that's insanity. Like, we didn't even think that was really capable. 40,000 points, 10,000 assists, 10,000 rebounds. Nobody does that. You know what I mean? Let alone is singly, people don't even get those things by themselves. So nah, man, it's a debate. I think we should bring in a third for that one for sure. We got to get somebody, man. We can't, Kyle. It'll just be too. Kyle, we got to get somebody. But it'll be with you, man. He gonna be so swinging to the left. We may get a man. Maybe we get 4 cats in. We've been trying to get 4 cats in anyway, but. Yeah, man, I think that'd be good to entertain, man. Yeah, it looks like the Lakers are trying to get back in this. What is it, a 14-point game right now? Yeah, I'm not going to count us out. Yeah, they still fighting. I'm not going to count us out yet. Green definitely came with some energy that has lifted them. They went on a 25-7 run ever since 54 all. That's insanity.
That's crazy.
We shall see, though, man. How you feel going into the game tomorrow, man? Boston, Game 6, up in Philly. How you feel?
I don't know, bro. I don't know how to feel about these dudes, man. I've never been more disappointed in the franchise in my life, man. This is unbelievable. We have the biggest chance that we've had since Jalen and Jason have played together to win an NBA Finals, even greater than last year. And we're messing around and dropping games to play off James Harden. Like, I don't know what's happening, bro. I don't know what's happening. And so my confidence is we got a 50-50 chance. It should be way higher than that. This should be our closeout game, not theirs. But we got a 50-50 chance. And honestly, if we lose to the Sixers team, bro, it's time to break everybody up. I know you just gave Joe Mazzulla a contract, fired him. That's just where I'm at with it, bro. Fire that cat, bro. Fire him. Build. Yeah, I don't even know what to say, bro. But you have to break that team up at this point because.
Hold on, man. Bro. You wait for. You losing about them. They got you flustered or flabbergasted over there, boy. You say you don't even know what to say to them cats. Fire him, even though you're a rookie coach, second best record in the league. Damn near, you know what I mean? I feel you, man. I don't know about. I mean, who do you go get there? I mean, you lost out on E-May. Fire him if you didn't sign him all the way. You would have had E-May in your back pocket. I thought they should have kept that. But yeah, man. I like Tatum in Game 6 though. Y'all are literally in the exact same spot y'all were in a year ago, but y'all had to face Giannis.
I felt better about this team a year ago, though. Word,
really?
They were playing better. They were playing against in my opinion, a more formidable opponent last year. Right. In Giannis, who was going crazy. This year, it's like Y'all got James giving y'all multiple 45-point games. He's rewriting his whole career against y'all. Like, this is getting out of hand.
No. We ain't finna say all that now. He had 2 games where the nigga went 5 and 28 collectively. Like, hold on now. He's had 2 great games and 2 horrible games. Like, that boy is very much himself still. But nah, man, y'all are giving away games. I thought y'all should have been up 3-1. Game 4, y'all had them boys in y'all hands. I thought Joe dropped the ball. And, you got to drop a play, man. You got 2 timeout, man. Drop something. Y'all done drew them up before. Why y'all just not going to take it to the sideline, get a play drawn up and go from there. But, yeah, man, I feel good about them Game 6 tomorrow. It's in Philly crib. But Tatum, I expect him to come ready. And Al Horford, he needs to stop shooting them threes, man. This nigga had 7 field goal attempts, and they were all threes, and he went 0 for 7. What are you doing, bro? Get down there, go get some buckets, get offensive rebounds, take it up. Stop living in them corner, in them elbow threes, my nigga. Like, I was so pissed off with that nigga, dog. Like,
bruh,
man.
Al Horford needs to be slapped, bro. I don't know what Al Horford got going on, man.
I don't know, bro.
Al
He
Horford
bugging.
is tripping.
Let's go, Vandy.
He is tripping.
Yeah, he tripping, bro. Jaylen Brown, he can't be going ghost-laden games. Malcolm Brogdon and Derek Wright, them boys been on the struggle bus a bit. Typically, them were the guys that gave me a lot of confidence because y'all depth, when they came in, it didn't really drop off. But it's been a bit of a slippage in this series, though, man. So, yeah, man, we shall see. It looks like Miami for sure about to close out New York. We can book that one for sure. Not too much to talk about with them.
I'm going to say this, word. I don't know, man. I think New York forces a Game 7. Now, Miami closes them out in 7. I think New York forces 7, bro.
I don't see the man. Jimmy don't play, he's one guy that if I believe, it's him. Yeah, he's him. He's actually a person and a guy I would say he's actually HIM. Him. You know what I'm saying? Himothy. What do you say?
Himothy, bro.
Jimmy is Himothy.
Neutron, bro.
Jimmy Himmy. Oh, yeah.
Jimmy Himmy Neutron, bro.
Jimmy Himmy Neutron. I definitely copyright that, coin that, dog. But, yeah, man, Phoenix and Nuggets coming up. We'll see how that goes. KD has not been...
You think Phoenix forces a Game 7?
I don't think so. I said earlier. I think Nuggets get him out in 6, bro. I think they do.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
You don't think Book got another 40 piece in him?
I don't, bro. That dude body is wearing. I just said he rolled his ankle last night. He stayed in the game, but you tell he wasn't that guy that was going 30 or 34 in the first couple games. So yeah, man.
Where's KD?
Huh?
Where's KD?
That's what I was saying earlier. He's not been the Brooklyn KD, bro. And that Brooklyn KD had them second in the Eastern Conference this year, playing lights out, efficient. Efficiency is never something you have. Yeah, efficiency is never something you have to worry about with KD. But man, this dude's going 9 for 27, 10 for 27. We like, bro, what's going on? That ain't him. So I don't know, bro. I don't know. I mean, he's catching the bulk of the double teams, though. When he went to Golden State, the worry and the decoy was mainly on Curry. He got the freebie shots. Booker is benefiting that over in Phoenix now. So, yeah, man. Aiden, I never believed Aiden anytime he puts a jersey on. You know what I mean? He might as well be putting on an Oreo sleeve jersey. That boy getting...
Dog, not what? This man said I never believed in Aiden ever since he put a jersey
on. He been dog walked over there, man. He's a disappointment. I don't know why he was doing all that complaining, talking about give me my money, and that nigga ain't doing nothing since he got the money. Hey, man, I get it, man. These organizations be hesitant to get these niggas money because once these niggas get these money, they don't play the same, bro. They start playing around with it, dog. So... yeah, man, that about sums up all the games that's going on. What's your predictions for the finals, man?
So, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna jump out on the limb here. I don't in my pre postseason prediction was Phoenix and Boston. I think that's gonna come to an end, unfortunately. But I'm going to say this. I think the NBA is always has a little bit to do with what is in the finals. And I believe that the NBA is setting it up. So I'm going to say this is my prediction. The NBA is setting it up for the two major candidates for MVP to meet in the NBA finals together. So I believe we're going to get a Phoenix. A Philly versus Denver finals to prove who the best man in the NBA, best big man in the NBA is. I believe that would be the finals. Joel Embiid versus Jokic for superstar supremacy at that point, and who's the true MVP of the league. That's what I think is going to happen in some crazy, weird, shake-up way.
Something crazy would have to happen for that. Hey, I like the narrative. I haven't heard that from nobody on TV yet. So, hey, that's what's up. I like that. I'm always going to play into the rivalry. L.A., Boston. That'll be my picks.
Would love that. I would love that.
I talked about it earlier, man. If that happens, you definitely can probably catch me at LA at the Crypt. I love the nickname of the crypto arena now. The Crypt. I would definitely be trying to get me some tickets to go out there. And that'll be the ultimate win-win for me. You know what I mean? I would love for Tatum to get his first ring. I think I was talking to somebody else earlier, man. Bro, Tatum resume is so ridiculous. One ring for this dude, he instantly skyrockets to like being the top small forward of all time, bro. He's already going to be in that conversation. They ain't near he gonna be better than
KD and Giannis. You got to fight through KD and Giannis, but I hear you.
Yeah, for sure. And I definitely Giannis give cats like Tatum hope because Tatum's career from start to where he is presently right now is a better start than Giannis. But Giannis, once he turned the corner, it was different. So that's where he makes up. But yeah, man, I think that's gonna be. I think that it has a high chance for that to happen. But I do like that that other option, that alternative of the big man matchup. Showdown between Jokic and Embiid, but even let's say Sixers beat the Boston, I'm picking Jimmy over them, bruh. Jimmy want that. He probably dreaming of having them boys on the plate. Sixers.
He don't want that. He don't want that.
I'm telling you, bruh. Jimmy do not care.
No. Jimmy don't care, but I'm saying they don't have enough to beat Philly.
Bro, they just took out people, bro. This dude just took out Giannis in the first round. And people talking about he was injured. My nigga Giannis had 38 and 20 in the elimination game. I don't know how injured that nigga was with them type of numbers. And you got Drew Holiday. Giannis and them was better than the Sixers. Front to back. Player personnel, bench, probably even coaching. I don't like neither one of them coaches, but bro, Giannis, Drew Holiday, Brook Lopez, Bobby Portis, Chris Middleton. Bro, they don't got that over there in Sixers, and Jimmy took out that with no Tyler Hero as number 2. If Tyler's scheduled to come back and he got Jimmy playing like that, give me Jimmy over them Sixers, bruh. We know what Jimmy did with the second.
Hey, I respect Hemi Butler. Jimmy is him, like you said earlier.
Jimmy is him.
I'm not taking Jimmy over Joel when Joel smells the championship. No, I don't see it. Jimmy gonna have to show me.
Man, we done seen Kawhi Leonard bored ass go up in Philly and took them niggas out, man. If he'd look, man, I don't believe them niggas in Philly. And I'm entertaining this because I still think Boston finna get back. But I'm just entertaining that, dog, because Jimmy, man, he's one of the most believable guys in the league that I don't have to question. If he putting on this jersey, I know he finna go to work. So
no, it's true.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that's a fact.
That pretty much wraps up the NBA, man. I mean, and this was a special occasion. We over here live streaming the Lakers game. I think it's a 12-point game, 3 minutes. This game is moving super slow. I don't know if it's because we on the stream or something, but it's still a whole nother quarter left. But yeah, they got a chance. They got a chance though. But I'm interested to see though. We'll get into some music, man. Hopefully we back. You know what I mean? On the weekly, and maybe bi-weekly may work a little bit better. But we definitely ain't going to be taking another month's worth break off. Definitely with the finals coming up. Cats was hot at us in the middle of the playoffs. Cats going in and out of the playoffs, and we ain't got no episode. So we heard y'all. We heard the noise. We back in the action, you heard. Man, before we get out of here, we will touch some of these other things that came across and just, latest news and things of that nature, man.
Yeah, for sure.
We want to send condolences out to the late, great Jamie Foxx, legend. You know what I mean? It's been reported that some close ones and loved ones is like preparing for the worst. You hate to hear that type of stuff in these situations. You know what I mean? Definitely somebody that's super inspirational, iconic to me personally. But I'm not even sure exactly what the condition or what he came down with in order to be in the hospital. But they said if it was a stroke. Okay. They said if he was actually recovering, like he wouldn't be in the hospital this long. So that's the alarming part. You know what I'm saying? So, man, we sending prayers up for Jamie, him and his family, dog. Because he definitely is one of them dudes that I look up to for sure, dog. Was crazy.
Yeah, what's so sad about this, man, is I feel like Jamie. It's so funny, man. You think you got a whole lot of time with people.
Yeah.
So I remember we were having a debate about, Jamie Foxx and his acting career, and I said, man, if we get Jamie Foxx, Mike Tyson, if we get that film, that's going to tell us a lot about Jamie and where we can put him. And unfortunately, we may not even get that film, that's going to bother me, man. That's going to bother me because
man. We need that, man.
We need a lot from Jamie, man. Jamie is probably one of the most talented people in entertainment, period. I mean, dude can sing, he can act, he's a comedian, like jack of all trades, man. This dude does everything.
Yeah.
He's a musician. Like this dude's incredible, man. And so I'm hoping that the gift that Jamie Foxx has been to the world doesn't end here. That we get better news. But prayers up for my brother, man. I don't even know him, but I feel like I know him through all the work that he's given us, in his life, man. So, yeah, man.
Facts, man. Yeah, man. Talent level through the roof, dog. Been around for so long, 90s, so many different movies, all the way up to now, and just the stretch and range of what that guy has done and can do. I think he was actually in the middle of shooting a movie, which is even crazy. You know what I'm saying? But, man, pray a miracle happens for him, dog. And, this ain't the last we get at Jamie, dog. Prayers up for sure. Also in entertainment, man, we talk about, not this right here, but your boy right here put on one of the best performances in the finale. Your boy Damson. Your boy, Damson, man. Damson, man, he definitely put on big boy shoes in that last episode.
Big noise.
Big noise, you heard? Snowfall capped off in 6 seasons. I thought that side by side from season 1 to season 6 is hilarious. You see the rise and the demise of that boy Franklin Saint, man. But man, great series, dog. Definitely one of my favorites of recent series and shows that's been on TV. And one of the dopest characters in a series as well, being Franklin Saint in Snowfall too, man. A lot of good people in there. I think gonna have some promising careers, man. What was old boy name in there, dog? Jerome. I seen him outside of his character. I think he actually showcased some range, cause he definitely sold me on the Jerome character in there. Franklin right hand man, he was killing that mug too, dog. The scene Leon, yeah, the scene at the jail, that mug was like, woo! I was like, bruh. Even the end scene when that boy was seeing how Franklin was so broken down and just. And then, but I really believe that nigga Franklin, dog, like years down the lane, and he still was trying to say the business or whatever, dog. Like, I believe that nigga was really in that character, like. And that's how niggas like that, bro. That just be chunking it up, even though the life that they living now is just totally behind them, bro. Like, yeah, man, amazing series, dog. I know you loved it, dog. You probably got that mug in higher regards than me, so What you feeling, G?
The best series of the last at least 15 years. Easy,
no,
in my opinion.
man, see.
Over Breaking Bad. I'm putting
This is why. This is why I went first, because I wouldn't even be able to get my shit off when you making stuff like that, bro. I would have been like, man, on the defense. But I'm gonna let you rock, man. Go ahead. I ain't even finna get into that. We'll say that.
I'm putting Snowfall over Breaking Bad. I'm putting Snowfall over Walking Dead. I'm putting Snowfall over any series y'all like. I'm putting Snowfall over. I'm putting Snowfall over Power, man. Stop playing with me. Man.
See, he crazy.
Putting Snowfall over Power. Ghost, listen, man. Who you want, man? Ghost or Franklin Saint? Give me Franklin Saint all day over Ghost, man. And shout out to Ghost. Ghost, my guy, man. I love Ghost. Hey, but nah, Ghost got to take a backseat to Franklin, man. Stop playing with me, man.
Wow, that's big noise right there, man. I got a lot of love for the Power Book series though, man, because it's. They even dragging me into these other series just because I thought, bro, you take Ghost out, somebody of that magnitude dies and not in the part of the following sequence and things of that, bro. You expect a drop off, but they doing a great job, bro. They doing a great job, dog.
Kane,
yeah,
killing. Love Kane.
Kane, one of them guys, dog. He don't ask no questions. Where the body at? Let's get it done. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's get it done, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, Effie, she in there moving sideways, but hey, that boy Reek and Braden, they trying to, you know what I'm saying? They trying to keep the business afloat. He trying to get clean, but I think they took 2 weeks off, dog. This last episode, bro, they got cats out of there. Dog. I don't know if you seen, but yeah, bro, they got cats out of there, dog.
The last episode I seen.
What happened?
I don't want to ruin it for the guests, but somebody gets arrested at the end. There's another episode beside that one?
No. You talking about Effie getting arrested, right? Yes. Yeah. So that's the last one. They taking a break, I think, for 2 weeks. Hey, bro, when she looked in the car and Lauren rolled down the window and gave that like, yeah, I'm here, nigga. I died. I said Lauren killed me, dog.
Bro, when I seen that, I said, oh, it's on, bro.
It's on, bro. I hope they don't write. I hope this. I think Effie may get written out of the story for a minute, not get killed or nothing, but maybe she got something else she doing outside of the Power. She come back. You know, sometimes they hang in jail. She come in for a few scenes. They take her down a little bit, put the focus back on Lauren, because Reek probably really done with Effie and probably he really rocked with Lauren, but she just wasn't able to get with that lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? So maybe they spin it back to that. That's going to be his Angie, right? You know what I'm saying? That's going to be his. He end up getting her too involved. She get killed. Like, so, yeah, man, it's going to be interesting to see what's going on, man. But I really enjoyed Power 2 for sure. Bel Air's another one I like a lot, too. I got to catch up on that one. I think I got 1 or 2 episodes I need to catch up.
Bel Air season finale was good, bro. Go peep that. It was good.
Yeah, I got to catch up. I think I'm 1 or 2 behind. But, yeah, it's been some dope stuff in there, man. A lot of good young, talented brothers out here doing their thing, too. Female as well. But, man, the niggas is killing me, man. We ain't even got to... what's my boy name? Daniel Kaluuya. I'm interested to see what's next for him. Is it anything on the rise with him as far as movies or anything? He don't really do series or nothing like that, do we?
No, he don't do no series, so it's definitely all movies for him. Haven't heard anything come down the pipeline yet for him, but definitely excited about what he got going on. I know this dude that I'm getting ready to mention is canceled right now, but I'm definitely looking forward to definitely looking forward to Jonathan Majors, man, doing Rodman. In that new film, man, I'm definitely waiting for that. Yeah. I know he canceled right now, but you know, a good performance can cover a multitude of sins, man. You know what I mean? So, y'all,
this cat out here is promoting madness.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So just forgive him, man. It was a white girl anyway. Y'all good?
Man, they really finna get this nigga out of here. I ain't finna say word of Klarity. They finna throw us in the same bundle, dog.
I'm telling you, bro. My bad. I'm wrong for that. My bad.
Nah, man. Jonathan Majors, I'm interested to see what he got coming too, though, man. He's definitely one of those promising stars, man. Michael B. Jordan, I'm interested to see him put more of the director hat on after the Creed 3. John Wick was actually dope. I thought, did you see John Wick 4? Oh yeah, you did. I think we already talked about that. We may have talked about that one. I think me and you both said that. I said it was the best of the John Wick series. So yeah, that mug was pretty impressive, man. That about wraps it up, dog. I don't really got much on the dock. I know we got some more stuff to get into the music side. We got Jack Man by Jack Harlow I need to get into. There's been a lot of nonsense going on with the females between Coi Leray, Lotto, Nicki Minaj, and Ice Spice been killing it with their Princess Diana joint. Dirk is coming this weekend. I'm ready for that. NBA Youngboy is coming this weekend. I know people on the lookout for that. This nigga Soulja Boy talking about he finna outsell them both. He on the lookout for that. He bugging.
Soulja Boy gotta relax, bro.
Yeah, he gotta relax. But nah, I'll probably do a reaction to the Durkio for sure. I love the cover. That mother look crazy. Danny Lay is out here with a new record, Tasty. Look like she making some motion with that. And yeah, man. Prayers up to the boy Tory Lanez. Horrible news for that boy. You know what I mean? Anybody that know me know how much I rock with Tory, dog. It looked like they denied his retrial motion. Delayed sentence. I think they was supposed to give the sentence hellas ago, so it ain't no telling. But never knows what that mean. But yeah, sending prayers up for him, man. I know that's probably a killer. And yeah, man. Anything outside of that we need to cover, dog? What you got for us? This Laker game getting a little spicy, dog. We only down 11, 9 minutes to go. Brian and AD got 21 each. Let's get it.
Yeah, man. It's going to be a game, man. Well, before we get out of here, tap in with the Word of Clarity podcast. Also, free Sue Surf, man. Hopefully he get out of prison, man, so we can get more battles. Free to wave.
Yo, that A-Ward and Loso is really going down?
Really going down in Tampa, bro. I gotta holler at Los, man. Los tripping for that. I don't know what they got up their sleeve, but yeah, A-Ward versus Loso, man. I
seen that.
Comment on that one. That's crazy. That's nuts, bro.
You say you only want to comment on that one, though. You want to see if it's true.
Listen, Loso, my man.
Yeah,
I believe in Loso.
They making us pick against the 4 horsemen, huh?
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
Hey, I like that, though, dog. They got a bunch of noise, man. We got Street down in Dallas opening up that 3-0 lead. That's big boy. You know, you got A-Ward and them doing that. I seen A-Ward and Saga been moving around doing some 2-on-2s. They moving out here, dog. Shout out to the homies, man.
Yeah, man. You gotta love it, man. Gotta love it. I love what they got going on, man. So definitely looking forward to seeing that. Mook just battled Big K. We might need to cover some of them battles. I'll have to send you the link so you can watch that.
Yeah.
Mook was in pretty good form.
Mook
close battle.
I'm not a fan of Mook at all, man. I tell you right now, Mook has never won me, bro. Like, I almost can't stand Mook. I ain't gonna cap. Like, I know he's a legend, but he is not my forte, bro. Like, no kizzy, dog. No kizzy, dog. I watched the Mook versus Reed, and I gave that one to Reed for sure. It wasn't the best battle, but I had Reed winning that for sure. Reed, my God.
I had Reed getting that. And listen, Reed, that was one of the worst Reeds I've seen. Because Reed before that was killing, actually. Reed was going crazy.
Reed versus Chess. Chess got him out of here, but that Reed, he came with it.
Oh, Reed came with it. Reed came with it, for sure. And then Reed messed around and beat, who did he beat after that?
Who, after that?
He beat a legend after that. Yeah, he beat somebody.
Did he beat Cassidy?
Nah, he didn't battle Cass. He battled, I want to say either he battled Geechee or he battled.
Oh, no, I think it was Geechee. I remember Cass saying that, bro.
I think Reed got Geechee out of there.
Yeah. Yeah, nah, man. We're going to definitely have to catch up on that, dog. Yeah, man, make sure y'all follow the gang, man. It's the Word of Clarity podcast. The Word of Clarity. I see y'all still rocking with us on the DSPs. Appreciate the love, man. Like I said, we back. Gonna try to be on a weekly basis. At minimum, we're gonna do bi-weekly. Make sure y'all locked in. The playoffs is going, man. Follow each and one of us, man. It's just Word on all platforms. Kenny Clarity in the building, dog. You Gucci, you got something for us, or we out of here, my G?
We out of here, bro. Hey, shout out to the gang, man. We'll see y'all next time.
Yes, sir. Chee!